All right, we're live. Some of you reached out. Thank you. I know the goal was to do this 3 p.m. Eastern every day. Today's the eclipse. It's like supposedly a once in a lifetime thing. Uh, and where I am in New York, it's going to happen kind of right around that 3 o'clock time frame. So jumping on early. Again, thank you everyone who reached out. It looks like I've actually had some viewers. Super cool. So if you pop in live, hop in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Otherwise, I'm going to be pretty quick today. Update. So if you're new here, we just are launching a brand new virtual market. Virtual meaning it's still like actual physical homes. Virtual just meaning that it is not where I live or my business partner lives or anyone on my team. I physically live in New York. My business partner physically lives in Birmingham, Alabama. We have chosen a market that neither of us live in. Benefits and drawbacks to that. We're never going to actually physically walk the property or have eyeballs on it. We're going to rely on a team of local professionals. Who is that team? That team is a realtor. We haven't identified yet. That team is an inspector. Haven't identified yet. That team is a local contractor that'll do our flip. Haven't identified them yet. We're going to go through all this in real time. We literally just chose a market based on data that we liked. We turned on marketing. We are generating leads. We're not overthinking this. We know how to underwrite. We know how to get on the phone. We know how to do all the things. And we're just tracking the progress. And I'm going to walk you guys through actually building out, getting a portion of market share and walking through doing deals in a market that we don't physically live in. So that's the goal. What are we doing on these? The real quick, I want to track our KPIs and what's happening in real time. We kept our marketing on through the weekend. Again, refresher, we're running all inbound marketing. So we can't really control when it's coming in. It's not like outbound marketing where during business hours, I have a team of virtual assistants, texting, cold calling, doing something that I can control. Unfortunately, we are essentially buying keywords and we're kind of at the mercy of, are we top bid on those keywords to where we're, coming up at the top of searches, or are we buried somewhere? Depends on what we're paying, I guess. And it's dependent upon people's habits on when they're actually online searching for the keywords that we're paying for and take the action to go fill out our form. We do keep our marketing on. This is actually important. We keep our marketing on 24/7. We have a process around what is working hours, what we expect from our, I have one acquisition rep. So what we expect from them in terms of contacting them. We communicate internally through a Slack channel. So my acquisition rep just lets us know when a lead comes in, we all get a text to our cell phones. It also spits through to our CRM and it lets us know in Slack. But in the Slack channel, we have a Slack that our acquisition rep will let us know, hey, I got this. And got it doesn't mean that they're jumping right on the phone when a lead comes in at 1 a.m. on a Sunday. That's just weird. We all have lives. We have to be reasonable, and I don't think the lead probably expects a call back at that hour. So all good. But when it's feasible, now could we automate some things? We could. I could probably automate a text response that says, "Hey, it's after business hours. We'll call you back Monday to Friday this time." Don't have it in place. I'm not that fancy. Could that make me more efficient? That's what this business is, guys. We're constantly tweaking things and getting more efficient. So I'm not super concerned right now. The goal was just to get in motion, go mess some stuff up and figure it out as we go and take you guys on a little journey, see what we did right, see what we did wrong, get better every day. What is the end goal, right? Understanding what is my cost per contract? What is my profit per deal? Am I running a profitable business? Boil down to a simplest form. That's it. What are my expectations? Depends on the marketing channel. I'm going to track my KPIs across different marketing channels. So cost per contract will vary. Some things are going to cost way more. Some are going to cost way less. All I care is that there's a multiplier that I am still profitable. But that being said, a couple things we're going to touch on today. Let's go through the numbers and then we'll go through, we decided to turn on a new marketing channel. That new marketing channel is direct mail. I'll walk you through the KPIs of what we'd expect from that. Unfortunately, it's going to take a minute to turn on. That's just the nature of it. But real quick to catch you up. So I think you gave your Friday's numbers. Friday, we got 3 leads. Saturday, nothing. which is a surprise because usually weekends historically have been really good for us. I guess people are just on their computer. Maybe it was really nice out this weekend, spring. There wasn't a holiday or anything to interfere. Don't know, but we got no leads on Saturday, and we got 3 leads on Sunday. Not amazing. Saturday, Sunday tend to be our biggest days. So anyone who's running like PPC or any kind of inbound marketing channels, have an SOP around how you respond to inbound leads because, like I said, they are expensive, and you definitely want to be on top of them. You don't want to let them sit because the assumption is this, right? If someone's taking the time to go search for how do I sell my house fast, all cash, whatever keywords, um, they're probably not just filling out one form and then calling it a day. So speed to lead is going to be super important. We will we'll dial them multiple times, text them until we get them on the phone. Our SOP has ideally within a minute of that lead coming in. Again, that lead comes right to our cell phones, comes to our acquisition rep, comes to myself and my business partner. So like if our acquisition rep isn't on it, it comes down to us as business owners. And we have to decide, do we want to do that? That's potentially taking money out of our acquisition rep's pocket. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this, guys. Do what works for you. But going back to our numbers real quick, total spend, we are at $1,600. We have generated 15 leads since we turned on. So that's our cost per lead is $107. Breakdown on that. Total shit, 5 leads. Either just the numbers are fake, disconnected, whatever, or the people are a little batshit. They no, straight up, like you'll call people, like literally they're filling out a form. It comes right into us. I don't know if someone else is filling it out for them. I don't know if they're drunk. I don't know what's going on. This is part of what you try and figure out when you get them on the phone. But we have another, so that's the total shit. Yeah, that's 5. No contact, another 5. So of the 15, 10 of them are basically useless to us. The no contact, we're going to keep trying every day, multiple times a day until we get them. We paid for those leads. So we don't call them dead. At the end of the day, over time, we know that the money's always in the follow-up. We'll see what kind of actual connection rate we have over time. We have too small of a sample size to know right now. What I am happy with is we've made 2 offers out of that 15, and we have 3 people in follow-up. Follow means that we actually qualified them. They do check our boxes in terms of motivation, price, time frame, and condition. So 3 in follow-up and 2 offers we made. Now, offers made doesn't mean that they're good offers. Important to kind of differentiate that because we may be making offers because we qualified them. There is in fact pain and urgency and condition, and there's room for us to make money. But there may be a massive spread between where they're at and where our offer is. They may never convert, but again, guys, you're just going through the motions, right? What is our job? Get in front of people that want to sell their home, make an offer, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. That's it. That's this whole game. It's not difficult. All right, that's our numbers to date. Now, what are we doing? We're going to try and, so I don't see at that rate. So what, 15 leads over essentially, again, not a big enough sample size, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like what KPIs am I shooting for? I'm shooting for stabilizing it somewhere around 20 gross leads, including the shit ones, to a contract. So if I've only had 15 and I've made 2 offers already, that's not bad. I don't know that with the marketing we have right now, we kind of committed a $20,000 spend for the next 3 months. So what is my goal? Let's just say, I don't think we've talked about this yet. Let's reverse engineer our goals. If my goals are 4 closed contracts a month, say 70% of them actually close, I need to get roughly 6 contracts to have 4 actually close. If my conversion is 1 in 20, then I need at least 120 leads. I'm going to shoot a little higher than that, knowing that in the beginning, while things catch up, I may be 1 in 25, I may be 1 in 30. But my goal is I'm shooting for call it 150 leads for the month. So I know if I've got say I'm averaging 3 a day through this lead channel. That'll give me 90. So I need to add another lead channel, possibly marketing channel, to get my leads up. So we're adding direct mail. What KPIs can we expect on direct mail? We can expect a 0.8% response rate. So with our budget, we're going to be spending about $7,200 a month. We are going to mail 8,000 pieces. We'll mail them once a month for ideally 3 months. We'll see what the drop off is, but 3 months, possibly 4 months. We'll see how they convert, but expecting at a 0.8% response rate, that'll give us 64 call-ins. So there's potentially 3 contracts sitting in that if I'm going off of the 1 in 20 leads per contract. So that gets us halfway there. That, unfortunately, so a couple questions on direct mail. Where's the data coming from? Who are we mailing? So the mail provider we're using pulls their own data. There's a bunch of different, you could pull your own, you could go county data, you could, depends how big of a sample size you're going. We narrowed down partially by our buy box. So I know that I want to flip a median price 3-bedroom, 2-bath home. So I'm kind of filtering out like a year built. I want to know that the house is older than at least 10 years. Why do I say 10 years? There's probably enough deferred maintenance in someone owning a home for 10 years to where like the roof may be coming up on having to be done, maybe some of the mechanicals, just taste levels in terms of a straight cosmetic reno, which is what we prefer to do. We don't sign up for big guts. Taste levels have probably changed in 10 years. So I want that square footage. I know that renos go up, we'll price things for a quick estimate at a price per square foot. So like call it, depending on the market, and we actually have to figure these numbers out in our market, but like call it a 30, 40, 50 a square foot based on what taste level you're at, a medium price point. If I'm saying $30 a square foot and I'm shooting for 1,800 square foot homes, that means I expect going to a reno with like 50 grand. I don't really want to sign up for renos much bigger than that. So I will filter by square footage. I don't want anything over 1,800 square foot. We'll have to see what the market is if I need to expand my database or the data list that we're marketing to. But things I'm looking for, I do want some pain. I'm not just throwing money away at a list that doesn't potentially have a problem to solve. So what do I like? I like vacant. I like absentee out-of-state landlords. I like senior landlords. I like, all the normal ouchie lists. To be fully transparent, I kind of gave our mailing provider our general buy box and what we're trying to accomplish, getting a median price flip, and kind of let them work their magic. They have a secret sauce that they work with. I've pulled data in the past. I used to run a full team of like 8 virtual assistants and cold calling and marketing, and was very on top of my data. I was using REI Sift, if you're not familiar. Still have it, love it for stacking data. I know batch leads is another one that's good, but yeah, what is our goal here, right? Our goal is to be efficient with our marketing spend. So I don't want to go bulk data. I'd rather have like a combo kind of first to market stack data approach on what I'm marketing to. I don't know how well we're going to track the fine nuances of the data we're actually mailing, because we're just hitting the 8,000. Like we'll probably break it up in 2 mailings. So probably go 4,000 and then 2 weeks later 4,000, and then we'll hit that same data set again 2 weeks later, a second time, and then 2 weeks later the second set a second time with a different mailer. Again, kind of figuring this out as we go. But yeah, what are we expecting? 0.8% response rate. We're going to spend, just over 7 grand on that. And we're going to track the KPIs. We'll see were we above, were we below, were we close, what were the results of those call-ins, how many were good, how many were shit, what's our conversion. But if we've got 3 contracts out of that, that has us at what, $2,400 a contract. If on a flip I want to make at least 40,000, that's a great multiplier. So like it doesn't take much. That's why am I willing to risk 20 grand spend? I trust my team's ability to convert. And when I say my team, it's like one acquisition rep, myself, my business partner, and a TC. But I try, I know that one good contract will pay back that marketing spend and keep us profitable. So I'm not super concerned. Just have to be patient, trust the process, and know that. Chris, thanks for checking in, man. Yeah, that's literally all this is just trusting the process. Got to spend money to make money. I would not be in the same place when I started this business over 3 years ago. Again, I wish I documented back then. That would have been a really fun journey. All the stuff that was difficult then, like the thought of just throwing 20 grand at something now is just like, oh, that's just what we do. um, but Yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys can learn a lot from this, right? That's part of my goal in doing this. I think it's fun documenting the journey and taking you on a little ride and actually telling a story of, just doing the business every day. So that is it. Christian, if you don't have any questions, I'm gonna jump off and go check this eclipse, which should be starting soon. Thanks for tuning in, man. Sweet. Looks like we're good. And thanks everyone. See you tomorrow.